Here are 5 most important principles to help you survive and thrive in Canadian winter.
From getting dressed to keeping your home warm. Let's get right into it.
The biggest mistake most people make is buying an expensive $2,000 super warm Canada Goose jacket and either still freezing when it's cold or sweating like crazy when it's not cold enough. Layering is wearing multiple layers of clothing to create an insulation barrier between your body and the cold air outside. The key to effective layering is to use different types of garments that serve specific purposes. All you need is 3 layers: base layer, mid layer, and outer layer. Let's talk about the base layer. It's the first layer of clothing that comes into direct contact with your skin. Its primary purpose is moisture wicking, to keep your body dry by quickly moving or wicking sweat to fabric's outer surface and drying rapidly so that your sweat doesn't saturate the fabric. When you're all sweaty and wet, you get cold faster. Personally, I prefer to stay away from cotton for base layer, as it absorbs moisture and doesn't dry quick enough, so instead I go for synthetic materials or wool. This layer can also provide a starting level of insulation. Here are some examples of what a base layer would look like. It's thin, fits snugly, keeps the air trapped close to your body, and uses high-performance materials. Personally, I prefer layers with a high collar to protect my neck and long sleeves that can even extend to my palm to prevent sneaky wind from entering. Now let's talk about the middle layer. It's the insulating layer. Its main goal is to trap heat and keep you warm. It can be a fleece jacket, a sweater, a vest, or any other soft-shell garment that provides insulation. Common materials, aside from fleece, are down, synthetic insulations such as Primaloft, or soft-shell fabrics. This layer is responsible for retaining body heat and preventing it from escaping. This is where you can get creative and stylish. Your mid-layer is also your playground when it keeps getting cold. You can keep combining different layers. For instance, you can wear a fleece hoodie and a vest. And now the outer layer. It's also known as the shell layer. It's the final layer that protects you from the elements. It should be windproof, waterproof, and breathable to keep you dry and comfortable. A good quality winter jacket or coat is an excellent choice for the outer layer. When all the layers are done right, you no longer need a $2,000 big bulky winter jacket, and you can stay warm even in the colder temperatures for under $1,000. It's also surprisingly popular to wear sneakers or Converse shoes in winter. This is a poor decision. Most sneakers are using a basic rubber sole which has zero insulation, so the cold from the ground instantly reaches your feet. Plus, sneakers in winter are super slippery. Make sure to invest into a good pair of insulated boots that at least cover your ankles. If you have a favorite clothing item for winter, you can share your recommendations with us in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about winter clothing, check out this video where we talk about every piece of clothing for winter months and how much to budget for them.
I have a confession to make. Winter is actually my favorite season, and doing outdoor activities is my secret to not just surviving but thriving in winter. I love snowboarding. I've been snowboarding for 20 years now. I'm also into winter hiking, mountaineering, and ice climbing. All this allows me to actually look forward to winter. I get excited about snowstorms because it means fresh powder on the ski slopes. I get excited for temperature drops because the lakes freeze and I can go ice skating safely on the lake. Hit the like button below if you can relate to that. Winter activities encourage me to embrace the season rather than endure it. Engaging in activities I love makes the season feel shorter because it fills my schedule with enjoyable experiences, outings, and adventures. It gives me something to get excited about as opposed to dreading the dark, cold, monotonous winter days. If there's one country that's mastered the art of winter activities, it's Canada. If you live in BC, Alberta, or Quebec, you get access to amazing ski slopes. And if you're everywhere else, ice skating or hockey on the lake, tobogganing, riding a snowmobile are Canadian classics. If you're not into sports, there's tons of festivals to look forward to, from an outdoor electronic music festival, Igloo Fest, and the Festival of Lights in Montreal, to the North American famous Winterlude in Ottawa. Find a winter activity that suits you and you will fall in love with winter.
Mastering the weather. There is no such thing as bad weather, just bad preparation. So let's talk about geographical impact on humidity. Geographical location plays a significant role in our winter weather experiences. For instance, In Alberta, the air tends to be drier compared to high humidity places like Ontario or Quebec. That is why, along with added bonus of Chinooks, minus 20 degrees Celsius in Alberta feels much more bearable than minus 20 degrees winter in Toronto or Montreal. When considering a move within Canada, consider local humidity levels and wind conditions. Montreal and some parts of Toronto tend to get bone-wrecking cold winds. Winter weather in Canada is unpredictable. It's not uncommon for the temperature to swing dramatically in a short period of time. For example, the temperature might fall from plus 5 degrees Celsius to minus 15 degrees within a few hours. This rapid shift can create challenging and dangerous conditions, since drastic temperature drops create ice on roads. That is why it's imperative to have winter tires in Canada. Drive carefully in winter and get a good pair of winter boots with non-slippery sole. According to health statistics in Canada, injuries caused by slipping and falling on ice are the #1 winter injury in Canada, with over 10,000 hospitalizations each year. It's vital to be prepared for such abrupt weather changes. That is why layering clothing plays such a crucial role here. With a layered outfit, you can easily add or remove clothing as needed to adapt to these sudden temperature shifts, ensuring you can stay warm and comfortable while avoiding sweating and overheating. It's also important to protect your exposed skin from freezing temperatures. In addition to layering, it's essential to wear hats to protect your ears, gloves, scarves, or even balaclavas if it's windy or extra cold, and warm socks to protect your extremities from the cold. Vaseline and lip balm also help to protect exposed part of your face. Putting some Vaseline on your cheeks, nose, and lips creates a protective barrier against windburn and frostbite.
When I moved to Canada, we didn't have a lot of money, so we had to live in a cheaper, older homes with poor insulation. Our winter was one of the two, either paying $300 to $400 for electricity bill, or keeping our home's electricity really low, sometimes even at 18 degrees, freezing our bones. Neither option was great for us, so we took ownership of keeping our home warm and not breaking the bank. And we started with insulation. Windows and doors are where heat escapes from the most. Older and honestly some newer homes have poor insulation, letting warm air escape and cold air enter. This sends your heating bills through the roof. Prepare for winter and get window and door insulating kits to trap air. You can get something simple and cheap in Dollarama, or something more advanced in Home Depot. If you have a balcony or sliding glass doors, they will be the biggest heat loss leader in your home. One way to mitigate it is to use thermal curtains to help keep heat inside your home. During the day, open curtains to allow sunlight to naturally warm your home. And at night, close all curtains to trap heat. When choosing a home, it is generally recommended to choose homes with gas heating because it's considered more efficient and less costly than electricity. If you have the luxury of living in a home with a fireplace, that's even better. All you need is to make sure that the fireplace is safe to operate and stock up on wood. Having a fireplace is also a great alternative heat source in case you lose power during one of the crazy snowstorms. Get a good down duvet that keeps you warm at night. Turn down your heating at night. This will help you save on electricity when you don't really need it. Science shows that sleeping in colder temperatures is good for the quality of your sleep, all while your duvet will keep you sufficiently warm.
End the winter gracefully. As the season changes, the flu season begins. The most common reason for getting sick is being underdressed. Weather in Canadian spring can be treacherous. It may feel warm and sunny, but don't believe it. Strong cold gusts of wind, sudden temperature drops, and unexpected rain are very common attributes of spring in Canada. Don't take winter clothes off too soon when it starts getting warmer. Allow your body to gradually acclimate to the changing weather first, and make sure to invest into a rain jacket. Layering, picking up a new winter hobby, mastering the weather, keeping your home warm, and starting spring with a blast are 5 principles that we hope will help you fall in love with winter. If you feel like you're already at least an ounce more excited about the upcoming winter, hit the like button below and make sure to subscribe to our channel not to miss our new videos about winter and life in Canada. We want to give a special shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you! If you want to support our work, you can go on Patreon. You will see the link in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers!